Welcome back to class. I am Naya Abernathy, your professor here at the Dignity Ambassador Academy. And today we are going to be talking about the dignity effect in this class. Not the company, but the experience. And so before I dive into the story of how all of this came to be and what the dignity effect is, let's revisit our foundational concept, dignity. The working definition that we use at the Dignity Effect for dignity is the intrinsic worth and value each being carries that cannot be taken away. Simply because you exist, you have worthiness, you have enoughness, you have value. There's nothing anyone can do about that. You can't get more or less. It's not going away. It is simply there. And my hope is that you recognize it within yourself and you recognize it around you as well. And that you are encouraged and practice engaging it on a regular basis. So why is this even important? Well, that's where the story comes in about the dignity effect. Again, as an experience first, and then the company was named after this experience. So a long time ago, I worked with folks who are in a deep, long-term process of healing. And I very distinctly remember being in a class with some of these folks, offering support in the midst of what they were working on. And somebody started telling their story. This person is vastly different than me. And as they're telling their story, I didn't expect to be drawn into it the way that I was. Not that their story wasn't interesting, but I felt less that the story was happening outside of me, but that somehow there was a connection there. And there was a moment, it was an aha moment for me. And I realized that no matter how different this person's story was, there were some elements underneath the storytelling that we shared. Both of us desired things like community and love and care and being known and accepted. Both of us had tried to find this in a variety of ways, most of which did not turn up for our benefit or anybody else's. And though that stuff looked different on the top, and if I told my story, it would sound very different than theirs, I realized that we were really looking for the same thing, and some of our experiences underneath our internal experiences, our experience between other folks was very similar. And the aha moment was not so much about us being the same. The aha moment for me was that we were connected, inherently connected to one another, really because we're human. And when I can start from that place of connection, now I see this person differently. Now this person is no longer other. Their story is no longer over there, but it's a story that I can allow to really touch my heart, that I can really allow to get close to me, because I understand that the person telling the story is someone that I am inherently connected to. So that's this first part. I want you to just think through and consider this idea that the effect of dignity is at its essence, it's connection. And that dignity does not exist just in you. It exists in every other living being, and what that means when we remember that dignity is inextricably connected to connection. All right, I will see you in the next class.